Michigan crushes Central Michigan, and Bryce Underwood looks like an elite quarterback in only his third game as the Wolverines win 63-3. This was a game that I wasn't expecting and that I was very impressed by. I thought that Michigan would probably cover the 3-4 touchdown line, but not by much, and I wasn't very confident. But Underwood put up 349 total yards of offense and had 3 touchdowns. Michigan almost ran for 400 yards. They had 390 yards for 7.5 yards per carry, and they had eight rushing touchdowns, 2 for Underwood. The other touchdown came from Underwood as a passing touchdown to Samaj Morgan on a beautiful downfield route to the corner of the end zone, really corner of the first and goal to go zone from the 10 to the 0. Morgan caught it, went into the end zone. Before I resume, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bells, and comment your thoughts down below. I love your engagement. Don't just hit the notification bell for my main channel. Hit the bell for any team playlists attached to the video if interested. If your team is not there or you're not interested, please navigate to my home channel page. Check out the playlists tab. Your team will be there if it's a Power 4 team. And hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I cover that specific team. If you want additional content, bonus content, sign up as a paid member of the channel with the appropriate tier. I also give priority reply to members. And check out our Discord server. It's free. You get to interact with me. I get to pop in there. And the Discord server will notify you when we go live or when I upload videos. It was a phenomenal display of offense, and the defense looked really good, too. This Michigan team, I know it was against CMU, is a bad team, but in 2021, when Michigan beat NIU the way they did and beat Washington and Western Michigan the way they did, even though they were obviously very limited, it was clearly in the fashion that a good team would win that game. And that's how Michigan won here. And that's very important. It's impressive whenever you hang 63 points on a team, especially in the way Michigan did, where they, especially in the second half, really imposed their will running the ball. Michigan looked like a near elite team, and the reaction from FPI reflects that, as Michigan, get this, according to ESPN's FPI, is the 10th best team in America. It's crazy. I think that's probably too extreme of a reaction. Could be an overreaction. They went up 19 spots, but it's also understandable because a lot of teams have looked sloppier than that against similar or even worse competition. Think about Oregon. Oregon scored, I think, in the 60s against Montana State, but allowed 10 or more points. Now, Montana State might be better than CMU. Who knows? But it was still an impressive performance here. I loved what I saw out of Michigan. The question is, can they replicate this? Can Michigan replicate this when they play in 6 days against Nebraska? Can they replicate that type of game instead of winning by 60 points because Nebraska's actually a good team? Say you win by 3 or maybe 4 touchdowns. Or maybe you win by less, but you still win. If Michigan puts that effort up against Nebraska, just given what we know about both of those teams, they probably win that game even if Nebraska plays their A-plus game. Michigan, keep in mind, missed a field goal from Zvada, which is concerning that he's missed 2 so far. And both were not on bad snaps. They were both on him. And yet, despite that, they scored the way they did and had the effective, efficient offense that they did. Michigan, every time they dropped back, even with the receivers they have, they averaged 0.52 expected points added per drop back, 91st percentile. They had an EPA per rush of 0.31, 90th percentile. Their success rate on offense was 64%. Central Michigan's success rate was 26%. Michigan forced 6 TFLs and 3 sacks. They had as many sacks as Central Michigan had points. So there's not really all that much to say about this game other than the fact that if Michigan plays like this, no, they're not going to beat all their opponents by 60, but there's a good chance they could make the playoffs. They could make it to Indy. Maybe they could even win in Indy, depending on the matchup they get. Maybe they could even win a playoff game or two. Again, if they play like this. And Underwood, I think, has been getting better and better in every game. This was his best game, even factoring in this was probably the worst opponent and worst coach team he's faced so far. He had over 100 rushing yards, 349 total yards. Hogan Hansen and Marlon Klein each had some amazing catches. And Elijah Dotson, a teammate of Bryce Underwood's at Belleville, originally committed to Pittsburgh, but then went to Michigan, he got a pick. And other young players shined. I mean, Michigan had several players in their two deep or beyond. So Jasper Parker, Bryson Kuzdal, even freshman wide receiver Andrew Marsh all had rushing touchdowns. And you also got to see Channing Goodwin get action. Andrew Marsh had a 30-yard reception. Samaj Morgan had probably one of the better days of his career, which hopefully he has better games than that. You got Jaden Mangum involved, and keep in mind Giovanni El Hadi and several others were held out of this game, but mostly El Hadi, the most notable player. Michigan was playing a bit thin in their two deep and put on this performance. So that's impressive. It's something to keep in mind as Michigan goes forward, especially if they can get those healthy players back and play at this level of efficiency. How high is Michigan's ceiling? Regular season-wise, I'd say limitless. Regular season-wise. I still question this team's ability to win it all. Their floor, though, we saw Oklahoma, we saw bits and pieces of New Mexico. You got to make sure you play with the same level of intensity because on the rest of your schedule, with a few exceptions like Purdue, Northwestern, and Maryland, and maybe Wisconsin, depending on certain things with both Michigan and the Badgers, you're not invincible. You're not. You have some more guaranteed wins banked into your schedule, but you want to go 10-2, 11-1, maybe 9-3, depending on how your opponents play out. Anything less than that's unacceptable. Thank you so much for watching College Football with Sam. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bells, and comment your thoughts down below. Again, for the notification bells, don't just hit the bell for my main channel, hit it for any team playlists attached, or if you're not interested in those teams, navigate to my channel homepage, to the playlists tab. There will be a playlist for your favorite team if it's a Power 4 team. Hit the notification bell for that playlist so you can get notified when I mention them or talk about the conference broadly that they reside in. If you want bonus content, sign up as a paid member. And our Discord server is totally free. You get to interact with me and several other diehard football fans in there. So do those things. Most of them are free. And if you want to go the extra mile, there's always the Patreon page and YouTube memberships.